Welcome to Sunday Mornings with Enlightenism. I'm Brother Malcolm.
And I'm Sister Carolyn.
And we are here to share some wonderful Enlightenism insights with you today on a beautiful Sunday morning.
Yes.
We trust that all of you are feeling great about your life and you have the greater power within you, which is consciousness. Sister Carolyn is going to talk a little bit about Enlightenism. She is a practitioner, an Enlightenism practitioner, teacher, and workshop facilitator. She does workshops on the power within you to change how you think and live. That's what this broadcast is about. The power in you to change how you think and live. Sister Carolyn.
Thank you, Brother Malcolm.
Right.
Thank you. It is always about changing the way you think and live. As Brother Malcolm said, I'm Sister Carolyn. I'm an Enlightenism teacher and consciousness practitioner. And the idea of any counseling or teaching that I do is to help you be more aware of who you are, for you to help yourself to be more aware. I just ask the questions, and if there is a self-interest, you do the rest. And one of the things that I teach and I ask also in counseling comes from the book Enlightenism. When Brother Malcolm and I say that it's truly a new way to think and live, we mean that because it is in our life. And whenever anything goes awry, then we have to discover more about ourselves. More is revealed about ourselves. The first chapter in Enlightenism is about taking responsibility. That's the first step in counseling. That's the first step in teaching. Taking responsibility for your life. In this book, there are 10 principles that allow you to walk through this book using the 10 principles. And I've talked about the 10 principles, and the first, of course, is taking responsibility for your life. It is about understanding the person that you are. We don't know what to change until we reveal who we are to ourselves. Then and only then can you move on to the second chapter. The second chapter in this book asks, who are you aware of being? Now, the first part of this book, taking responsibility, it's the classroom. It's the classroom that I teach. When you understand who has been responsible for your life, then you can move out of the blame of someone else doing something where you were ineffective in your own life. If you are ineffective in your own life, where is that happening? Enlightenism is truly a new way to think and live. It is about taking responsibility. It is about addressing the question of who are you aware of being? Not just when you're studying, but also when you're living life. Are you taking responsibility for the things that you do? If you call yourself a friend, a parent, a daughter, a son, an aunt, an uncle, a grandparent, a friend, What are you taking responsibility for? What are your values in life? What have you created to be effective in your own life? Enlightenism is about understanding, first of all, that you were born whole, perfect, and complete, faceless, formless, and colorless, and have everything that you will ever need for the journey. You don't need one more house, 2 more cars, another pair of red-bottom shoes. Those are not needs. Those are wants based on societal norms, things that maybe you think you should have. What we're talking about is a greater interest in the self. Who have you created in this life? And what Enlightenism does, it allows you to answer those questions for yourself. Enlightenism is a new way to think and live. It is about your spiritual development. It is not about somebody else's spiritual development. It is about taking responsibility for the values that you bring to your life. It is about understanding who you are aware of being as a parent, as a friend, as a relative. Who are you aware of being? Not just in this moment, but in all moments of your life. I encourage you to pick up the book Enlightenism and start with that first chapter, taking responsibility for your life. There was a story about a homeless man in that first chapter. And what I know is that when you began to uncover taking responsibility in your life, you understand that in some areas of your life, you have been homeless. This is a very deep read. It's an insightful read. And it's about awareness of the self. So I invite you to purchase Enlightenism. You can get this book from any store. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it from the Buy Society. Just put buysociety.org in your book, in your computer, and you'll be able to purchase this book online from us as well as any bookstore. Go to your library. Ask them to have a copy of Enlightenism on hand. It's truly a new way to think and live. And when we understand that, then and only then can we recognize the change in ourselves. And this is something that we now pass on to our children, to our grandchildren, so that they can pass it on. It is not about being a victim in your life. It is about the power that you have in your life. It is about trusting the self. It is about knowing who you are in every moment of your life. The book Enlightenism should be on every shelf. And now it's time for Brother Malcolm. And now I give you Brother Malcolm, philosopher and creator of Enlightenism. Brother Malcolm.
Thank you so much, Sister Carolyn, for those wonderful insights and introduction. You got us going today. Enlightenism is a new way to think and live. Right. Sister Carolyn.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, folks, I'm Brother Malcolm coming to you live from the Enlightenism Zone. I want to welcome you to my part of the broadcast on Enlightenism and a new way to think and live. I love it. A new way to think and live. Change from the old, bring it into the new. I'm going to focus my thoughts today on how do we communicate with ourselves And how do we communicate with the greater power of God within us without referencing something that someone has told us? There was a movie a few years ago called Come Sunday. The movie was about a Pentecostal African-American minister, Reverend Carlton Pearson, and he was a very prominent minister, particularly in the Tulsa, Oklahoma area. Well, he had a big church, great following, everyone loved him. One day he happened to be watching television and he saw a lot of people suffering in Africa, and they were traveling from one place to the other. They were in starvation. They were being displaced by the wars, the ravages of wars and so forth. And he happened to see them and he thought, man, they're living in hell. This is hell. People are living in hell. And why did he say it? He took it a step further and preached a sermon on it, and then they said he's a heretic. So now he's a heretic and he must be dealt with. Because that's not what they believe. So they sent him to talk to Oral Roberts, who was his mentor and had great influence over the Pentecostal church. So he talked with him. The conclusion was he needed to go back and talk to God again because he did not hear God correctly. See, hell is a place of internal damnation and suffering. And it is in the afterlife, not in the present life. Now, why I'm bringing up this point is to ask you, when do we hear God correctly? And if we don't, how do we know it? Now, he thought that he was hearing God correctly, that the insights were saying, these people in hell. But the other people that supported the ideology said he didn't hear it correctly. And when you hear the insights in you, when you work on yourself, telling you that you are whole, perfect, and complete, and that you are a powerful person with a powerful mind to change how you think and live. But then someone tells you that you're not, that you did not fully understand what you had discovered about yourself, that you are not a powerful person. You're not whole, perfect, and complete. You're badly flawed. You're a sinful person. And that you do all types of terrible things to yourself and other people. And you cannot redeem yourself unless you follow the principles of other people. What does that do to you? Who are you aware of being? Why can't you ask yourself, why can't I feel something about myself? Why can't I think and imagine myself, envision myself with a powerful mind? Well, you can if you're willing to believe it yourself and not depend on others to affirm it, to say that, yeah, I think you have a powerful mind. Then you're caught up in the outside world. And Enlightenism is on the inside world, in you, so that you can feel the insights that come forth in your thoughts about how powerful you are. I reiterate this over and over again. You are a powerful person. But if you do not believe it, and you're waiting on someone else to affirm this for you, to say he is a powerful person, it's never going to happen. Not when you free your mind of others' beliefs. And when you free your mind and you get into a state of awareness where you can say, I am whole, perfect, and complete. In my consciousness, I have the power to change how I think and live. I can change how I think and live when I am willing to go within the mind, the consciousness, and say, I am whole, perfect, and complete. I am one with the greater I. And the greater I in me dissolves itself to become one, where we're one in consciousness. And when we are aware of being one in consciousness, we are in the Enlightenism mindset, where only power exists, not powerlessness. Where power exists in you, the great power. Don't listen to other people telling you that you don't have power. You have all the power that you will ever need, power greater than you can ever imagine. Find out more about Enlightenism. Find out more about Enlightenism by checking out Enlightenism. It's a blueprint to get you started and comfortable and working in the mind to discover this powerful mind that I am talking about that you possess.
Absolutely.
I'm Brother Malcolm.
I'm Sister Carolyn.
And thank all of you for stopping by. Check us out again on Enlightenism, the YouTube channel.
Thank you for listening.